I try to look at things from the positive, so I'll take that route. I think in terms of sports, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to realize what really is important. And as many people that reached out to me about the games and the disappointment of that, I had to remind people that this is so much bigger and more important than sport, what we're going through as a country, as a world. And yes, sport is tremendous. It's given me a platform to be able to share and have opportunities like this. But I hope that I'm always using that opportunity for good, to help someone else. So I think as a country and as a society, I hope that what comes from this is that we never take simple things for granted anymore. I really, I know the longer this has gone on, the harder it can be to just maintain a level of hope, to see that sort of light at the end of the tunnel. And I have days where I'm just like, wow, and it's hard. But I hope that no matter what, you just continue to push forward, you continue to push through, and to help people along the way as you do that.
What kind of words of encouragement or motivation do you have for others out there, whether it be regular individuals or athletes?
I think the thing is to like reduce your screen time because especially when it comes to like the news and social media, like it's important to stay informed, to know what's going on, but just not to spend all day having every press conference on or on Twitter reading, everything about it because it can just be so overwhelming and it can also, I find, can be a little bit depressing. And so not to oversaturate yourself with like news information.
Actually went back to your orphanage in China a couple of years ago. You were able to speak to the kids there and you were able to give them some sporting equipment. What was that experience like for you?
The most powerful and profound experience of my life, to be able to be with these children overnight who have a physical or mental disability was just incredible. And what I found is that just in spending a day with these children and committing myself to not my personal experiences or my own feelings, but to just sharing such love and light and hope and telling these children that they are worthy and they're loved. And as simple as giving them a hug or showing them how to kick a soccer ball or dribble a basketball, experiences I never had growing up in the orphanage, like helped me so much to heal.
I want to know a little bit more about your work with the Challenged Athletes Foundation. They're a great organization. I've also done some work with them, but tell me how they've impacted your life.
Well, for people that do not know, adaptive sports equipment, so things like racing chairs, or in my case, a running prosthetic, is not covered by insurance companies. And so that's where the challenge athletes comes in to play amongst many other things that they offer. One of the main platforms is that they provide this very expensive adaptive sports equipment athletes. And so when I was 14, I received one of these from the Challenge Athletes Foundation. And up until then, I had never ran. I was always very athletic, but just had never run before because I didn't have a running blade or a sports prosthetic. And the day that I ran for the first time was such a transformational moment in my life. It was a huge highlight. And so because of that, I've obviously have been able to experience some tremendous success and highs since then. But to be involved with CAF is certainly one of the most important things that I'm doing. And a big part of that would be just to, I pride myself in being a mentor to young athletes who have this, have gone through similar things as I have. And, growing up in this world was not always a very accepting place for people like myself. And so to work with these kids and to sort of help them on this journey has been so important. But so that we do of showing that just because you have a disability doesn't mean that you are any less worthy of having a incredibly full, rich, and healthy life. And so I'm just incredibly proud to be an ambassador. I've been going to 12th year now for them.
Thank you, Scout, Paralympian, and advocate.